I didn't grow up in a world that promised me anything. No one handed me a blueprint. No one circled my name and said, "This one's going somewhere." Life came at me raw, unpolished, and early, the kind of early that forces a boy to become something harder than his age. I can still remember the neighborhood sounds, the crack in the sidewalk I used to step over on my way to school, the smell of asphalt warming in the sun, and the quiet thoughts in my head I never told anyone. Thoughts too big for where I was, too strange, too different. Looking back now, I realize they were the first signs of the mind I would grow into, but at the time, they felt like burdens I couldn't explain. What the world saw was just another kid. What I felt inside was pressure. Pressure to understand things no one was willing to teach me. Pressure to figure out life before life figured me out. And even as a child, I learned quickly. The world doesn't slow down for you. You either rise with it, or it rises over you. I didn't know it at the time, but that was my first battle. Understanding that everything in front of me was bigger than me, faster than me, loather than me. But I had something that couldn't be measured or graded or written on a school paper. I had hunger. Not the kind you put food on, the kind that puts purpose in you, the kind that asks questions no one around you can answer, the kind that makes you stare at the ceiling at night and wonder why your mind feels older than your body, the kind that tells you there's more than this, but you'll have to survive long enough to find it. That hunger was born in silence. People learn to talk early. I learned to observe early. I watched the way grown men carried their tiredness in their shoulders. I watched the way mothers guarded the world with their eyes. I watched the way some kids dreamed loudly while others hid their dreams like secrets. And somewhere in that mix, I watched myself, a boy trying to understand a world that wasn't built with him in mind. I wasn't afraid of the world. I was trying to decode it. And even before I understood words like destiny or purpose or future, I already felt the weight of something calling me higher. But life has a way of testing you long before it blesses you. And my first test came early. I woke up one morning, a morning I still remember by feeling, not details, and something in me realized the world wasn't going to wait for me to grow up. It wasn't going to give me extra chances. It wasn't going to soften itself just because I didn't know the rules. That morning, a truth pressed into me so deeply it has never left. If you don't become something stronger, the world will swallow you whole. I didn't know what stronger meant yet. I didn't know what shape my strength would take. But I knew this. The boy I was would not be enough for the challenges coming. So I stood up. Just a kid, but already carrying a man's thoughts. And I made a quiet decision that no one saw, no one celebrated, and no one documented. I decided I would survive. No matter what shape I had to take. No matter what road I had to walk. No matter what I had to lose along the way. That decision, that moment, was the day the world first challenged me. And I accepted. Not wheatwards, but with a fire inside me that would take decades to name. I didn't know I was walking toward a throne. I didn't know I was being shaped for something that would only reveal itself. I didn't know the universe was preparing a crown made of lessons, scars, wisdom, and resilience. All I knew was that I wasn't going to break. And I didn't. Not then. Not ever. Not